So she brings me to the room. It's next door. It's ISS. It's written ISS on the board, which is in school support. And the room is literally rows of chairs, and it's facing all a white board. It's a small room, all white. It literally feels like you're in solitary confinement, basically. And she's like, I don't want you to talk to nobody. Don't look at nobody. Don't breathe into nobody. You just sit down, and they'll call you and escort you to lunch. I'm crying at this point because I don't know what's going on, and I know that something's about to go down, and I'm just scared. Like, I hope these people don't call my mom. Please don't violate me in this way and call my mom. Like, please don't violate my existence and by calling my mother, because I will violate my whole existence. Like, you might as well call a casket something, because I will be dead. My mom will fire my ass, okay? So I'm there for like a good 5 minutes, and I'm crying, tissue. She gave me tissue so I could wipe your nose, whatever. Like, she's really coming at me, Big Bertha. Like, you really got some nerve coming at me. I don't know why I'm taking a fall for something that I was not the ringleader of. So why is this, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't snitch either. So I'm like, God damn, like, I don't know who created it. The group chat, I don't know who sent it. I don't remember who sent it, but I didn't say any names. And they had brought 2 other girls from the group in the room as well, and I don't know if she gave them the 3rd degree, but they weren't crying. I was the only one that was crying. So clearly the thug life ain't for me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a G, but I don't be doing that extra bull, the extra foolery. I don't do all that extra stuff. I like to lay low. And I'm like, this is really blowing mine, because what is going on? I'm crying. And then she says, you come on with me, let's go. She brings me to the director of academics office. I'm like, yo, what's really good right now? Like, why am I getting why am I getting booked and busy right now? Like, why am I getting booked, press? Like, all that stuff to do is for you to take my mugshot and, book me, get my prints, like, at this point. And so I walked in, and it's like a scene straight out of a movie. She's going through her Facebook, scrolling, right? And she's like, her back is faced towards me, and she's like speaking as if she knew that I had entered the room, and she's like, do you see my Facebook? I don't have anything to hide, so if someone were to post about it, I wouldn't be ashamed. Now, we can't say the same about yours, can we? And I'm like, She's like, so I need you to log into your Facebook, and we're gonna check. And I'm like, she's like, so where's the picture you posted? I'm like, I didn't post a picture of anybody. So you see how everything's getting twisted now? At first, she was talking to me nice. Like, she was much nicer than Big Bertha. We're gonna call her Miss T. So Miss T was much nicer than Big Bertha. Mind you, Miss T was a Caucasian woman, and she was really nice to me at first. Well, she was really, like, the whole process, she was much more, like, level-headed, and Big Bertha was more like, grr pow, like, Big Bertha, relax. That's not how you talk to me. Screaming is not gonna get your point across, okay? So she's like telling me, like, so open your messages, we're gonna check those. She opens it, she finds the group chat, and she's like, yep, screenshot and everything, we're gonna use this as evidence, blah 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 blah. And she's like, I just want you to know that your time here is very precious, and you want to take advantage of it, and you don't want to be messing with the wrong people. And I know that you're probably in a sticky situation right now, but we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna sort this out. We're gonna figure out what's going on. And I'm like, okay. She's like, you're free to go to lunch if you would like. We'll handle this from here. Like, we'll take it from here. We saw what we need to see. We'll take it from here. You can go on to lunch. We don't need your assistance anymore. So I went to lunch, and I was shook at this point. Like, still, like this really just happened to me. The whole gang is eating, laughing. I'm just there shook, and like I got beat up. I saw Casper the ghost. I saw somebody got reincarnated. Like, I just saw Lazarus come out the tomb or something. And everybody just eating, laughing, cackling, and I'm just like, why y'all so chill? Like, I'm thinking, like, yo, they didn't get booked. I'm the only one that got booked. Like, it's really good. And we're the darkest people in the group. Why are we the ones getting stoned? or cast to the stone or cast to the fire. Why we getting hit? And they're like, oh, what happened? What happened? Da, da, da. I'm like, I got in trouble. That's it. We get back to the classroom, and now the guidance counselor with Big Frida come in our class. And my teacher's vexed. My teacher's peeved. Like, she's on the phone like, this is the worst class I ever had. We didn't even get through the stuff that we're supposed to get through. We didn't even get to do anything. Everybody got called out the class. So allegedly, everybody got called out the class. Everybody got called out the class. I'm just like, damn. And then I see one of the girls, we're gonna call her Barney. She's in the corner crying. I'm like, shorty, why are you really crying for? Because your friend... Where's your friend? Your friend's nowhere to be found. Why the hell are you crying? They're breaking this sob story like, yeah, they really be messing with her. They really be, like, annoying her. Like, she's a victim here. Like, I'm really confused why they blew this misunderstanding so out of proportion. Like, this is a whole scandal. Like, this is a whole case when it's really not. And my guidance counselor, real slick dude, real nice, you know, handsome. We're gonna call him Mr. J. He's in here with Big Frida, and they're doing a tag team ensemble about the power of bullying and the power of your word, power of social media. And mind you, we were supposed to be, she was showing the Ben Carson story. I forget what the movie's called, Gifted Hands or something like that. We were watching that, so when I came back, I got to watch a good chunk of it before they came in, so I was kind of caught up, which is a really good movie, by the way. I didn't get to finish it because they came, and it was a Friday, and they came, gave us the whole speech about you guys need to be kind to each other, da da da, whatever, we're gonna be watching y'all, blah blah blah, whatever, cool, from this day forward. Y'all have to act like this and that, you know, code of conduct, whatever. Let me tell you something. I went home light shouldered because I'm like, okay, I'm kind of in the clear. Nothing happened. My mom hadn't texted my phone, so I knew, like, whoo, they didn't call my mom. I'm good, you know. I get in the house. I usually get home. I would get home like around 3. My mom gets home 3:30. We go to church at 4. It was about 3:30. I was upstairs. I heard the door just slam. Boom! My mom, Selma! I'm like... And I'm confused, my dumb ass. I'm confused why she's screaming right now. And why she slammed the door. Like, I'm really confused. And I go downstairs. And I'm like, yes. And she's wrapping the belt around her hand. And my dad's confused too as to what's going on, because I don't think she told her. I guess she's the one that got the call from the school. She's like, I sent you to school? I sent you to school to get an education? You out here bullying people? Is that what I sent you here for? And I'm like, no. And let me tell you something. That was the worst ass whooping ever. I was 15 years old. I'm 19 years old now. I was 15. When I tell you my mom dragged me up and down that house, when I tell you my ass got, I was, bro, I thought I was, in the first one I caught it, and that's when I knew I messed up. When I saw the fury of God in her eyes, the fury of Allah in her eyes, I know it was over. I knew it was over, bro. She was whipping me. She whipped me. She's like, I've been sending you to school. You're not supposed to be bullying people. I'm like, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. And my brother got whipped too. Because, I don't know, he started talking. And he started talking at his neck. She whipped him too. That will teach you. When I send you to school, you will learn. You will go and learn. No, go and make trouble. And I'm like, dang, bro. Like, I'm crying at this point. I don't even want to go to church. I'm like, I'm not going to show my face. I'm embarrassed. Man, my butt hurt. I was just hurt. My arms were hurting. I was contemplating whether to call DSS or not. But it was like, you know, I don't want to take it away or whatever. And yeah, so when I went to school that following Monday, Big Frida called a meeting with all the girls. calling us her angels, all this extra stuff. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me right now? Like, are you really kidding me right now? And she was saying basically that we need to apologize to the girl. Even if you didn't do anything, I want you to apologize, make things right. And lo and behold, the girl was in my biology class. Lo and behold, the girl's in my biology class. And I apologized to her, you know. I was like, I'm sorry if I said anything that offended you, or if there's anything that I did that made you feel any type of way. I'm really sorry. I really do apologize. I did not mean to cause any harm. She's like, you didn't do anything wrong. I said, what? So you're gonna go and tell me this after I have suffered the worst ass whooping of my life? She's like, yeah, you didn't do anything wrong. You're fine. Like, I don't have any issues with you. Really, Tony? Really? The teacher moved her seat next to mine, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I got whooped for everything. But the moral of the story is, you know, be careful who you call your friends. Be careful who you hang around with, because you may end up in something where you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, where you get caught up with the wrong people, and they put all the blame gets put on you. Now you're facing the most charges. And one of the girls like, oh, her parents are planning on pressing charges. I'm like, on who? I'm laughing because, you know, I'm all good, but it's sad that it takes having to go through this for you to know who's really down for you, who's really not, because no one was stepping forward and taking blame for it. I was taking a blame for something that I was not the ringleader of, and I merely was, you know, a little part of. So yeah, be careful who you call your friends. After that, I transferred out the school because it was just a whole lot, and my grades were not the best either. I was just very distracted and just living my bad girl life. And, you know, that bad girl lifestyle's not for me. So I got my act together. I had good credentials to transfer. I got into school. And the transfer was the best thing I could. I shaved up real quick and I got it together because I was not here for the drama. Lived that life, been there, done that. I didn't like it. So if anything, my advice to you would just be true to you. Lay low, stay drama free, because that's the best way you could be. And just have fun. Enjoy your high school years, but do good by them, because you don't want to suffer when it's time to apply to colleges, because those things will be on your transcript. So yeah, I got into college, a good college. So yeah. I didn't even say to like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to everybody. That's the worst ass whooping I got in my whole life, bro. I would never forget it. To this day, I don't mess in drama. If there's any like tangents of there being any type of result of aftermath disaster, I do not put myself in that, because I know I'm still liable to get whooped. Even though I'm grown, I'm still liable to get my ass slapped. So I will keep quiet and be a good child and do what I came here to do. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.